Hello students, welcome to our today's current affairs session. In this class, we will discuss about the important current affairs news. So let's start with our first news, which is international news. So according to this news, Denmark set to impose world first carbon tax on gassy kettles. What is gassy kettles and why Denmark impose carbon tax over kettles? And Denmark became the first country who basically imposed taxes on gassy cattle. So basically, livestock means the kettles are responsible for about 35% of human-caused methane emission. So gassy kettles are those kettles basically who caused methane emissions. So due to this or due to basically reduce the carbon emission till 2030, Denmark imposed taxes on gassy cattle. So Denmark planned to implement a tax on livestock farmers starting in 2030, making it the first nation to do. The initiate target methane emissions from cows, sheep, and pigs, which are significantly contributor to global warming. As we discussed that livestock is responsible for 32% of human-caused methane emission, and this report was published by United Nations. So according to the United Nations, livestock is responsible for 32% methane emission. So to control this methane emission, Denmark set to impose carbon tax on gassy cattle. The goal is to achieve a 70% reduction in Danish greenhouse gas emission from 1990 to 2030. So Danish or Denmark government set a target to reduce 70% carbon or greenhouse gas emission between 1990 to 2030. So to achieve this target, Denmark basically imposed tax on gassy cattle, and Denmark became the first country who imposed tax on gassy cattle. Clear? Okay. Next news is related to the international defense. The news is about the joint tri-military domain exercise, which will be conducted between South Korea, US, and Japan. And this is the first time when South Korea, US, and Japan conducted tri-military domain exercise. Okay, this tri-military exercise, domain exercise, will be conducted on June 27 between Japan, Republic of Korea, and United States. Okay, basically during the Shangri-La Dialogue 2024, when recently Shangri-La Dialogue 2024 was held, in this dialogue, South Korea, Japan, and United States agreed to hold free air joint multi-domain exercise. So this agreement was signed in Shangri-La, basically conference or Shangri-La Dialogue, that US, Korea, and Japan will launch a multi-domain exercise. And now on June 27, this exercise is conducted between Japan, Korea, and United States. The execution of the exercise was announced at the Camp David Summit in August 2023 and at the Japan, Republic of Korea, and USA Defense Ministerial meeting, which took place in June during the Shangri-La Dialogue. Clear? So let's move to our next news, which is related to the application. Director General RPF launched Sangyan app, a comprehensive legal reference application. Who is the Director General of Railway Protection Force RPF? So recently Manoj Yadav became the Director General of RPF, and Manoj Yadav, who is the Director General of Railway Protection Force, launched Sangyan app. What is the major purpose of Sangyan app? So in simple language, the Sangyan app was designed and developed by the tech team of RBF to provide in-depth information on 3 criminal laws. As we know that our criminal laws is changed, so this app will provide direct information related to the 3 criminal laws. The first law is Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023. The second is Bharatiya Nagrikta Suraksha Sanhita 2023 and the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam BSA 2023. So it provide information related to the new three criminal laws. So the Director General of Railway Protection Force, Manoj Yadava, today launched the Sangyan app designed by the RPF tech team to provide in-depth information of three new criminal cases: BNS, BNSS, and BSA. The app aimed to educate and empower RPF personnel with comprehensive information on both new and old criminal laws, emphasize their relevant to RPF operation. This app is also available in both medium Android and iOS system. The app feature user-friendly navigation, a searchable database, and offline access, making it a practical tool for staying information about the latest legal development in India. Clear? So recently, Sangyan app was launched by Railway Protection Force to understand the three criminal laws: Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita, and Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam. Next news is related to the state news. Recently, Jaipur military station became the second military station to have plastic waste road. Means recently, Jaipur military station made 100-meter long road by using plastic waste. The news says that Jaipur military station became the second military station of India. The point is, was the first military station of India who made road through plastic bag. So in 2019, Narangi military station, Guwahati, Assam, became the first station to have a road buildup of plastic weight in 2019, and he made a road by plastic. So the first was the Narangi military station, Guwahati based, and second is Jaipur military station. So Jaipur military station has become the second military station in India to have a road map from plastic weight. The road inaugurated on 26th of June 2024 by Major General R.S. Godara, General Officer Commander of 61st Sub Area, and they made a 100-meter long road from Sagat Singh Road under bridge to Cub Corners. Clear? So this is the another initiative to basically use the waste plastic. Clear? Okay. Next point is related to the defense also. Recently, INS, Indian naval ship Sunanyan, entered Port Victoria, Seychelles. So basically, what is INS Sunanyan? INS Sunanyan is an Indian naval ship basically who entered Port Victoria, Seychelles. So this naval ship was deployed by Indian military contingent in Indian military parade organized as the part of Seychelles National Day since 1976. The INS Sunanyan entered Port Victoria, Seychelles on 26 June 2024 as a part of her long-range deployment in Southwest Indian Ocean region. The major purpose of INS Sunanyan is to basically counter the issues which are happening in the Southwest Indian Ocean, or to basically see the issues in Southwest Indian Ocean. Recently, INS Sunanyan who entered in Port Victoria. Where is Port Victoria? Seychelles. Next news is related to the finance news. Recently, RBI report decline in short-term debt share of Indian external debt. The Indian Reserve Bank, RBI, which was established in 1935 under 1934 Act, has announced a notable decline in the proportion of short-term debt within the country total external debt. And the decrement is 2.1 percent point by March 2024 compared to the previous year. So this reduction indicate of India's strength and external sector resilience. The ratio of short-term debt to foreign exchange reserves also fell from 22.2% to 19% over the same period, underlying improving stability. According to RBI report, the short-term debt share of Indian external debt is decline. And how much point it is decline? It is decline 2.1 percent point by March 2024. Clear? So let's move to our next news, which is also related to the finance and related to the coup bond. First, what are the coup bond, or also known as zero coup bond or zero coupon bond? Are bonds where government or any organization who issue these type of coupons or those type of bonds will not pay any interest. Then why people purchase? The face value will be the final value, and government provide discount over these type of basically bonds. Let's suppose SBI issue a bond which value is 100 rupees, mean this is face value. Now SBI provided 10% discount. Now you purchase this bond into 90 rupees. As I told you, face value is final value. You purchase the bond in 90 rupees, but at final you will get 100 rupees in place of 90, as the final value is face value. So you can earn through this. So no interest will be provided, or generally do not provided in zero coup bonds. Only face value is the final value, and the government or the organization generally provide discount over face value. So State Bank of India has successfully raised 10,000 crore through its fifth infrastructure bond issuance. The bond with a tenure of 15 year, and this is a bond of coup rate of 7.36% payable annually. Garnered significant investment interest, oversubscribed nearly 4 times the base size of 5,000 crore. So it also offering receive 130 bids from diverse entity including provident fund, pension fund, insurance companies, as well as mutual and corporate funds. So recently, through his coupon bond, RBI raised 10,000 crore for 15-year investment at the rate of 7.36%. Clear? Okay. Next is RBI project further moderation in bank NPA to 2.5%. What is NPA? NPA means non-performing assets. So this news is also related to the finance news. So recently, RBI, Reserve Bank of India, has projected a further improvement in the gross non-performing asset. Mean the loans which are delayed for 90 days are known as non-performing asset. Ratio of the scheduled commercial bank estimated it will decrease by 2.5% by March 2025. Next is NCAER project over 7% growth for Indian economy in fiscal year 2024. We are daily discussing the reports of different organizations who predict the GDP growth rate of India. So recently, the National Council of Applied Economical Research, known as NCAER, forecast India's GDP to surpass 7% and possibly reach 7.5% in the fiscal year of 2024-2025. It's citing resilient domestic economical indicator and favorable global condition. So according to NCAER, the economical growth for India is 7% for financial year 2024. Next question is related to the government scheme, and recently there is a government scheme of Indian government which was started in 2021, was praised by Morgan Stanley. So PM Gati Shakti scheme is transforming Indian infrastructure. First we have to understand what is PM Gati Shakti scheme. Basically, the PM Gati Shakti scheme was started by Narendra Modi in October 2021. And the major purpose of PM Gati Shakti scheme to make a master plan for infrastructure development. The PM Gati Shakti scheme is related to the infrastructure development, essentially a digital platform to bring 16 ministries including railways and roadways together for integrated planning and coordinating implementation of infrastructure connectivity project. So So under PM Gati Shakti scheme, 16 ministries came together to develop the Indian infrastructure. And recently, a American multinational investment bank and financial company Morgan Stanley has praised for PM Gati Shakti scheme. The report highlight increased and more target investment suggested a continued emphasis on infrastructure spending in Indian future. So there are two or three questions in this news. Was what is PM Gati Shakti scheme? The PM Gati Shakti scheme is related to when it was started. What is Morgan Stanley? And recently, why Morgan Stanley praised PM Gati Shakti scheme? Clear? Okay. Next is Sanjana Thakur win 2024 Commonwealth Short Prize. Short Story Prize. So Sanjana Thakur is a 26-year-old writer from Mumbai. She belongs to Mumbai and she beat competition over 7359 entrants worldwide to be named the winner of GBP 5000 Commonwealth Short Story Prize 2024 in London on June 27. The Short Story Prize means they give you a limited words. You have to write a story in limited words. And she won the Short Story Prize, Commonwealth Short Story Prize for 2024. Next is cricket legend Kapil Dev take helm of Indian professional golf. In a monumentous development for Indian golf, Kapil Dev, the legendary cricketer and passionate amateur golfer, has been elected as the new president of PGTI, Professional Golf Tour of India. So recently, Kapil Dev has been appointed as the new president of Professional Golf Tour of India. Clear? So this news is related to the appointment, and Kapil Dev has appointed the new professor of and the new president of Professional Golf Tour of India. Next question is related to day. The question is International Pineapple Day 2024. So on every year to create the awareness related to the agriculture of pineapple and benefit of the farmer pineapple, on June 27 we do celebrate International Pineapple Day. Next is National Insurance Awareness Day 2024. So every year on June 28 we do celebrate National Insurance Day. So the annual observance is dedicated to promoting the importance of insurance and ensuring that people understand the benefit of having adequate coverage. Next question is related to the Central Railway has installed a floater solar plant. So recently on Western Ghat at Igatpuri Lake, near the Igatpuri Lake. Where is Igatpuri Lake? Igatpuri Lake is situated in Maharashtra. So recently, Central Railway has installed a floating solar plant of 10 megawatt capacity in Igatpuri Lake located in Western Ghat, Maharashtra. A first of its kind initiative by the Indian Railway. So this is the first initiative of the Indian Railway to promote the clean and renewable energy. Next question is Uttar Pradesh pioneering bioplast park a step towards sustainable future. So recently Uttar Pradesh government established a bioplast park in Lakhimpur Kheri district. This innovative project aimed to address environmental concern while boosting the local economy. Let's explore the detail of this groundbreaking initiative. So recently Uttar Pradesh established a bioplastic park in Lakhimpur Kheri. Next is Vikram Misri appointed India's new foreign secretary. The question is related to the appointment. Recently, central government has announced that Mr. Misri will be appointed as the new foreign secretary, who is former Indian ambassador to China. And he replaced Vinay Mohan Kwatra. So let's move to our next news, which is related to the Thales Inc. bank with Adani Defense to manufacture 17mm rocket in India. So recently, Adani Group as well as Thales Inpact sign a agreement or MOU that they both will manufacturing 7 mm rocket in India under Make in India initiative or Make in India project. Next is question related to the sports. Recently, Usha Thakur received prestigious 12th Vishwa Hindi Samman. So recently, Usha Thakur uh, basically received the 12th Vishwa Hindi Samman. The prestigious award recognizes her outstanding contribution to Hindi literature and her efforts in the strengthen the bond between Hindi and Nepali language. Next is Shefali Verma double century lead India to record breaking day in women test cricket as on remarkable Friday at Chennai Chepauk Stadium. Young Indian opener Shefali Verma etched her name in the annal of cricket history with a record breaking double century against South Africa. Jaishankar to represent India and SCO summit in Astana. So recently SCO summit will be held in Astana next week, and from the side of India, External Minister S. Jaishankar will represent India in Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Clear? Next question is related to the day, International Day of the Tropics. It generally the day International Day of Tropic is celebrated on June 29. This special day aims to raise global awareness about the unique challenges and opportunities faced by the tropical area. Next is International Asteroid Day 2024 is celebrated on 30th of each year. The aim of to celebrate this day is to create awareness about the potential danger of asteroid and other near Earth object. Next is International Day of Parliament. Every year on 30th of June, we do celebrate International Day of Parliament, and the theme of International Day of Parliament is this theme emphasizes how parliamentarians can contribute to international cooperation and conflict resolution. National Statistic Day 2024 honor the father of Indian statistics. So on every year 29th of June we do celebrate National Statistic Day on the birth anniversary of Professor Chandra Mehlanbis. Next is Pench Tiger Reserve embrace AI of enhanced forest fire protection. So Pench Tiger Reserve, who is in Maharashtra, had taken a significant step forward in the wildlife protection by introducing an advancement artificial intelligence system for early forest fire detection. Means through this AI system, the fire related issues can be directly uh, encounter or directly basically detect, or fire can be detect easily through this AI system, and this is deployed in Pench Tiger Reserve, which is in Maharashtra. Clear? So these are the important current affairs news. Let's quick revise the session. In this class, we have discussed important news. Our first news was that South Korea, US, and Japan launched first try multi-domain national. RPF launched Sangyan application to explain about the all three new laws. Jaipur military station became second military station who basically used waste plastic to make roads. IN Sunyan reach Port Victoria. RBI report that short-term debt of India is decreased by 2.1%. Also, SBI raised 10,000 crore through infrastructure bonds. Also, RBI said that NPA will decrease 2.5% by March 2025, and India GDP growth rate according to NCAER is 7%. PM Gati Shakti scheme is appreciated by Morgan Stanley, which is a US bank. Sanjana Thakur won Commonwealth Short Story Prize. Kapil Dev became the head of Professional Golf Tour of India. Next is International Pineapple Day, National Insurance Awareness Day, and Central Railway has installed a floating solar plant in Western Ghat, Maharashtra. Recently, Uttar Pradesh has established a bioplastic park in Lakhimpur Kheri, and Vikram Misri appointed as the new Foreign Secretary of India. And Adani and Thales recently signed a MOU to manufacture 17 rocket in India, and Usha Thakur received Vishwa Hindi Samman. EM Jaishankar will represent India in Shanghai Cooperation Organization meeting, which will be conducted in Astana next week. And next question is International Day of Tropical, International Asteroid Day, International Day of Parliament, and French Tiger Reserve became the first tiger river who, through AI's and artificial intelligence, it can easily detect fire. Done. So I hope you understand this session. Thank you.